Elon Musk is on a mission to make more babies.
I think for most countries, they should view the birth rate as the single biggest problem they need to solve.
The world's richest man and top advisor to President Trump quickly becoming the face of the so-called pro-natalism movement, which encourages modern couples and women to have more babies, arguing otherwise the world faces certain economic and societal collapse. We spoke last year to one couple helping lead the charge.
What are we supposed to do? Just admit that the entire economic system we've built the globe on is about to collapse?
There is some data supporting those fears, with 97% of countries reporting lower birth rates than what's required to maintain their populations by the end of the century, something many economists cite as a looming disaster down the road.
The economy does better with more workers. More workers is a bigger economy. These are not immediate problems, but they accumulate over time. And so in the long term, this definitely is an issue that we need to be thinking about.
Musk, who's long championed the idea of colonizing Mars, writing on X, becoming multiplanetary is critical to ensuring the long-term survival of humanity and all life as we know it. His pro-natalism views echoed by powerful figures like Vice President J.D. Vance.
I want more babies in the United States of America.
As well as billionaire tech giants like Sam Altman and Peter Thiel, who are reportedly throwing some of their fortunes into research and technology that could help pronatalists like Musk achieve their fertility goals. But critics see multiple red flags, arguing the decrease in birth rates could ease the impact overpopulation has had on the environment. And some question Musk's and the movement's motives, alleging the secretive father of at least 14 children by various mothers may not see pronatalism as a universal cause. In his 2023 biography, the mother of 4 of his children saying Musk wants smart people to have kids. A recent report in the Wall Street Journal cited people familiar with Musk who say he believes he's helping seed the earth with more human beings of high intelligence. This as some conservatives openly trumpet pronatalism as a way to protect traditional, even far-right values, as more and more women prioritize their education and careers.
We don't really want to market natalism to the progressive feminists. The people maxing out their fertility should be people, ideally, who won't raise their children to be gender-neutral furries.
While Musk argues having more babies will solve one of the world's most pressing problems.
If you don't make new humans, there's no humanity. And all the policies in the world don't matter.
A growing spotlight on his logic and its limits.
Maggie Vespa is joining us now. Maggie, you talk about that growing spotlight. This so-called pronatalism movement is getting more and more attention, but with that comes more and more criticism, right?
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of critics really honing in, Hallie, as you know, on kind of the nuance about how Elon Musk talks about his proposed solution. Like, as you heard in the piece, economists, really nobody disagrees that there's a decline in birth rate and that may eventually cause problems. But you also heard in the piece, and we'll kind of be careful about which ones we cite, because there were some that only had one source, and we want to kind of steer clear from those and go where he's spoken more publicly. For instance, in that biography, where he talked about how he only wants people with high intelligence to procreate and how he wants to seed the earth. A lot of critics really honing in on kind of the nuance of that verbiage, saying that it's alarming and it kind of points to selective procreation that really bothers a lot of people on the left. It really bothers a lot of people in general, kind of outside of this movement, which has really taken hold, Hallie, in conservative far-right circles. So a lot of concerns growing around this as it gets more headlines.
Maggie Vespa, thanks very much for the reporting tonight.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.